Hi, I'm Brittany here with your art fill of the day. Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my art channel. Today I am painting another Pokemon card, Voltorb specifically. I'm all out of opening card packs, so these paintings from now on won't be a complete mystery. I have to go through basically the deck that I have now of already opened Pokemon cards and just pick out ones that I would like to paint. And for this one, I kind of chose it as an experiment because Voltorb, as you can see, does not have a landscape background. He kind of just has his electric lightning squiggles coming off of him. So I was trying to make a unique card based on those colors and kind of just make up my own background. And I actually found it quite difficult. I think I actually prefer to have a baseline landscape to go off of to be creative from than to come up with something off the top of my head. 'Cause originally I kind of had this idea to have this nightlife kind of city at the bottom that he was powering, but then I realized that Voltorb isn't really that large in comparison to a cityscape, so it wouldn't really make sense proportionally. I still could have, but I feel like, I don't know, Voltorb is pretty much the size of a Pokeball, I think, so him powering a full nightlife city didn't really make sense, so I kind of minimalized that and just made him powering more of just one power box kind of thing. You'll see by the end once I get to that, because right now I'm just doing the base background black to make everything a little more cohesive. And then I have fun blending the very few colors that were given into the lightning strikes, the power current, and just making a fun design across pretty much the whole card with these colors and just kind of having fun with it. This definitely was experimental for the most part because I don't fully like how precise my lines ended up towards the end. I feel like I needed a more precise paintbrush, and the one I was using just if I didn't have enough water to acrylic paint ratio, it didn't do a perfect straight line. So it was kind of a constant battle with that and getting the straight, perfect zigzag line. So I constantly struggled with that. And I don't have very many precision paintbrushes. Maybe that's a thing where I need to start looking for good quality precise paintbrushes and not I have just a stash toolbox of different acrylic paint brushes. Some of them are better quality than others. Some are just the craft ones you can buy at Walmart, and I probably need to sort through those brushes and replace the ones I started out on, which were just the cheap ones, and invest in better paintbrushes. Because I don't use that many varieties, so I could have a good like artist toolkit set of the few brushes that I find helpful in the paintings that I create. So that's one lesson learned from this little experiment of the Pokemon card with basically no background. So in the future, I feel more inclined to pick a card that does have a little bit more to the background, or maybe sketch out ideas to begin with, because a lot of this I just kind of went in with an idea in my head and then changed the idea in my head and didn't really plan out too much. So it was fun to be creative and just kind of let loose and go where my brain took me, but I also wasn't I didn't fully like the end product, because I think I couldn't do, or told myself it wouldn't work to do the original idea, and then like the power box plan, it didn't work out in my mind as well as it did on the card. It turned out fine. Like, I actually edit how I first started like mapping it out on here, painting it out. But I feel like I probably needed to do a sketch or a plan out of how I was gonna paint with this card, and maybe that's a future thing if I do more cards like this without a background, is just plan it out first and then have several different ideas and pick the best idea that I think would work for the card. But this was definitely a good experiment to see where a card like this could go, and that I much prefer to have even something small to go off in the background, more than just the electric current from the Voltorb. But I did like the colors in this. I think if I wasn't trying to make a like full design like the last landscapes, like if I had just gone on with creating this fun zigzag design, it would have been a cool card. I think I would have probably liked it better. It just would have been very simple, and I didn't want to do simple, I guess. I held myself back in that regard. So yeah, we're getting to the end. I edit the power box a bit in this last section, and I tend to like what I did better. Once again, I had problems with my fine line brush when painting numbers because of the water acrylic paint ratio and it being a teeny tiny brush, and like you really can't tell how much water is on that brush. And I don't know, maybe I need to practice using those small detail brushes more, but that was definitely a problem I consistently ran into with this specific type of paintbrush. It also kind of got like it would get clumpy if I didn't have that water as well, besides just not being able to like be an actual brush. It would just like clump onto the bristles and not want to move. So lesson learned with this Pokemon card. I hope you enjoyed watching the process of this, and leave a comment of what's your favorite Pokemon, and maybe I have that card and maybe I can do that for another video. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this.